Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Fucking Empowerment. Here, I talk about consciousness, the law of attraction, and how to reach your fucking dreams. All right, so today is going to be on The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, Chapter 2, Consciousness. So this chapter is kind of continuing from the previous chapter on consciousness being first cause and how that works. Now, Thomas Troward also talks about mind being first cause, all right? Consciousness being first cause. So both of these writers say mind and consciousness, or they use mind and consciousness interchangeably, okay? Now, when I was in prison, okay, I had manifested going to college, okay, because I got out and I went to UCLA. For those of you who are new, okay, that's my story, and welcome. I didn't understand that I was so, let me say, possessed by my vision, because I had 2 years of visualizing. I see so many stories that kind of go like, that makes sense. Every time I see a amazing story about somebody who changed their lives after they got out of prison. So they do maybe 5, 10 years, maybe 35 years, and they said, oh, I wanted to become a lawyer. Oh, I wanted to get rich. Oh, I wanted to start my own real estate company. Oh, I wanted to get into MMA. Oh, I wanted to get into boxing. And then they did it. Okay, they did it. Myself and one of them. The thing is that I and them had many years to impress the subconscious mind, okay, our consciousness, okay. Mind and consciousness is not divided. It is one, okay. It's not divided. The outside world and us, not divided. It is all one, okay. It is all one. Now, for purposes of assisting you in manifesting shit into your life, we have to explain that there's two minds, or it's divided because you have a consciousness and a subconscious. So what Bob Proctor, one of my mentors, said is do a like circle. That's your mind. Now cut it in half. There's a top part and a lower part, kind of like if you just put a line in between your head, all right? Kind of like that. And then the top part is your conscious, so ideas come through there. And then when you think of them for a long time, they go into the subconscious, the bottom part, and that's when it starts to manifest. So you start getting hunches, you start taking action. So you start reacting to certain things, right? And I believe that shit is crazy how you'll do certain things and you're like, you look back, wow, I didn't do that consciously, but it created the thing that I wanted to manifest, all right? For example, when I hugged my teacher, my professor at college, and then I got her mentorship and we like worked together, I did not say, okay, I'm gonna go give her a hug so she could be my mentor, or that she can like write letters for me. No, it was not like that. It was just like, I'm gonna give her a hug, and I couldn't control myself. I just did it. And I wasn't that much of a hugger type person at that time. Especially with professors, you know. But hey, just live in the moment, be grateful for every day, and you're already living the best life now. Why? Because you're happy, you're grateful, and you're present. If you're not happy and you're not grateful, you're not present, you got some inner work to do, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. You know, it's just like a muscle. Like a muscle. Gratitude is a muscle. Okay, it's a way of thinking and feeling. It's a habit, a way of thought. Meditation is a way of being in the moment, right? Meditation helps you stay in the moment. When it's like fourth quarter, last seconds, you know, you're calm. That's why Phil Jackson would get his players to meditate, because they'll be calm. They'll be in control of their fucking mind in the toughest, highest levels of basketball, okay? I just found this out, all right? And all that creates happiness because you're content, you're present, it's joy, okay? You're in joy, all right? And that creates health as well. As above, so below. All right, so I digress. I'm going to go over a quote that's going to help us with this understanding of consciousness and how it works. Because knowledge creates understanding, understanding creates acceleration and creation. Okay? Unlimited creation. Okay, so I'm going to start from the beginning. Health, wealth, beauty, and genius are not created. They are only manifested by the arrangement of your mind. That is, by your concept of yourself. And your concept of yourself is all that you accept and consent as true. What you consent to can only be discovered by an uncritical observation of your reactions to life. Your reactions reveal where you live psychologically, and where you live psychologically determines how you live in the outer visible world. So that was a lot in that quote, okay? What he's saying is that what you consent to is what you're seeing. Be it good, bad, or indifferent, you consented to it because it is in alignment, in vibration with you, okay? What you consent to can only be discovered by an uncritical observation of your reactions to life. Your reactions reveal where you live psychologically, and where you live psychologically determines where you live in the outer visible world. It's all connected. Your thoughts and your outer world. Your beliefs, okay? Now, next quote. If we accept the idea of a first cause, it would follow that the evolution of the cause could never result in anything foreign to itself. Because it's the first cause, right? I put that in there. Because it's the first cause. End comment. Okay, continuing the quote. That is, if the first cause substance is light, all its evolutions, fruits, and manifestations would remain light. The first cause substance being consciousness, all its evolutions, fruits, and phenomena must remain consciousness. End quote. So we spoke about this in the last episode about a quote from the Bible saying that all things are light and created by light. All things are consciousness and created by consciousness. Light is just a code word for consciousness, right? So everything must be consciousness. All that could be observed would be a higher or lower form of variation of the same thing. In other words, your consciousness is the only reality. It must also be the only substance. End quote. Everything is consciousness. Everything. It can't change because first cause is consciousness. Nature then, as a thing or a complex of things external to your mind, must be rejected. You and your environment cannot be regarded as existing separately. You and your world are one. You and your world are one. Again, like I was mentioning. And that's all for today, because that was a short ass chapter. But you get the gist of it, especially how I prefaced it. Okay. Destiny, I saw a cat. It was amazing. I saw a cat who looked like Destiny outside, a baby cat, and I told myself, "Oh, I wanted to get out. Like, come here, baby, come here, kitty." And then like somebody came out of a door. I think they heard me or something, but somebody came out of a door because it was at an apartment complex that didn't have any gates. It was just their door is facing the street. So I'm like, I was just like, oh, what if this is their cat? I'm like, oh, never mind. So I just like kept on walking, right? And then I told my friend about it, Denise. That's why I named Destiny Denise. And I had mentioned it to her, and she had a friend who was giving away kittens, and just like the one that I saw, you know, the little striped one, looks like a little tiger, right, Mama? Oh man, she's grabbing onto the thing, but yeah, she looks like a little tiger from the front. Right now, she looks like a gray cat right here, but you can see she has. Oh, sorry, baby. She just did a crazy jump, but I guess she was busy playing. But I digress. I wanted that, and so I manifested it. You know, it's like so you like feel it so much. It's like that's why those negative feelings when you feel like negative, get out of it as soon as you can. Start moving, start walking around. That's why I start my day with meditation, gratitude, not negotiable, and I always walk. So that's exercise. Make it a little challenging. I move my arms up and down. You start burning a little bit more calories when you move your arms up and down. I've checked it on the heart rate machine, on the heart rate monitor, on the machines at the gym, and because it gets a little harder. I'm like, okay, it's getting a little harder now with my hands moving up and down, and let me check my heart rate, and yeah, it brings it up a little bit. So when you're in that moment, you're in the moment, focusing on your breath, on your hands, and just like it's a little challenging. You're like pushing through, like it's a good feeling because it releases certain hormones, certain feel-good hormones. I think they're endorphins. Don't quote me on that, but certain feel-good hormones that exercise produces. Plus, we are mammals, basically. We have arms, legs, we have muscles. You know, we eat meat. You know, and we're supposed to be walking around. If you don't walk around, it's like a fish that doesn't swim. You know, a wolf that doesn't walk. You have to do it. You have to move. It's built into us, and it's a positive thing. Just like when we put our face on the sun has good benefits as well. As soon as it touches your face, you feel good. Now, why am I explaining this? Because when you're in a negative vibration, you want to bring it back up. Okay, bring it back up, because even those feelings of having what you want, those deep feelings of like being in joy, will cause it to manifest. That's why I manifested Destiny. That's how I manifested the Spike, my cats. Okay, so just feel into it. Just feel into that feeling, that vibration, because as soon as you feel it, it is true. You are feeling it to be fucking true. And that is the key. Remember, some of us who were incarcerated had to wait and feel those feelings for years before it manifested. For years, okay? So allow that to germinate in your mind as long as you are feeling that wish, and then you are happy and joyful and present and kind. You're living life. You're living the best life already, right now. If I could give you that habit, that's all you need. That is all you need, basically, because you are present, you are happy, you are joyful, you are calm, you're in the moment. And then everything you're manifesting is icing on the fucking cake. So go out there and manifest your highest self, the highest version of yourself. Because you can, and you will. I see you as the highest version of yourself, the unlimited version of yourself, the one that's manifested everything: love, wealth, health, and more. Okay? If this is helping you, if this is resonating, share it with somebody you really, really, really fucking love. Okay? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about these ways of creating your best life, the highest version of yourself, the best version of yourself, okay? No limits. I love you. Until next time, peace.